Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story. Today is September the 24th, which means we're getting pretty close to the end of the month. So you know what that means. That means that I am here to share with you in a way of saying thank you for being supporters and those of you that are members of my channel. This is the only way I know of how to say thank you to you by having a monthly giveaway. Now, this giveaway will start today, Tuesday the 24th, and will end on Monday, September the 30th. But before we get into all those details, let me say thank you to each and every one of you who have been on this wonderful ride with me ever since I was talked into putting my face out there on YouTube and sharing the things that I love, teaching and crochet. So thank you to each and every one of you. If this is your first time here, welcome into you as well. Just think, this is a wonderful time for you to be here to see not only what it is that I give away each month, but to possibly think about joining my channel, or the schoolhouse as I like to call it. So let's talk about the rules. Go ahead and get all of that out of the way. Now remember, you must be 18 years of age in order to participate. I mean, you're throwing your hat or your name into the ring for a chance to win something. So that is a form of gambling. So please be sure that you're 18 years of age. Now, I'm not going to ask to check your driver's license or anything like that. We just all have to be on the honor system. And when we get ready to participate, like I said, make sure you're at least 18 years of age. Now, I would appreciate you being a member of my channel, because this is my way of saying thank you to all of my members and subscribers. So please be sure that you go and look at my content, take a few extra moments, hit that subscribe button, and then look for those bells with those little hugs on the side, because it'll let you know every time I upload content, especially the giveaways. All right, 18 years of age, be a subby. You must be able to receive packages from the United States, because this is open worldwide. Now, if you're chosen and you live across the pond, as I like to say, or down under, or just wherever, make sure that you can receive packages from the U.S. I do think that all countries are open now to that, but I mean, I haven't gone out there to check, so just be sure that you can. Now, you will be responsible for any duties or taxes. I will only pay for the shipping. So be sure that you take that into account whenever you are considering entering the giveaway. No one is sponsoring this giveaway. I have purchased everything that you will see here in just a few moments. YouTube is not associated with this giveaway either. This is all on me, folks. Every penny, every item that you see, I purchased myself. Now, seems like there's something else that I need to remind you of. Can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I guess I should always have my rules printed out. Well, I never think about that. But anyway, the rules will be posted in the description box for you to be sure and go over, just in case I missed something. Alrighty? So, with all of that out of the way, let's look to see what we have for this month. Now, I have to tell you, at the moment, I'll be putting all these goodies in this bag, because when I was looking around earlier today, folks, I don't have a project bag in which to put this stuff in. I mean, I thought for certain that I had one, and I knew just exactly where it was, but it wasn't there. So I will be getting one, but for the time being, because I didn't want to put this off any longer. I mean, this is already the 24th of September. So anyway, I'll be putting it all in this bag, and you will get to see the project bag whenever we go for the drawing on the 30th of September. So what are we going to put first in the bag? Let's start out with the little stuff. Okay, so I always like to put in some little notions, so let's start with those. We have to have always in our notion bags a little tape measurer. Now, these are good. They really are, but I like to caution folks to every once in a while, especially after about 6 months or so, be sure that you take and put them against a like a standard ruler. Make sure that they haven't stretched, because you know over time, with them being plastic, they are going to stretch just because they get pulled out, wound back, pulled out, so you know that's going to create some stretching in there. So be sure that you're checking your tape measures to make sure that their measurements are still true. So that's going to go in the bag here. And of course, we have to, along with our tape measure, make sure that we have some scissors. Now, these are put out by Loops and Thread. They are titled a curved embroidery scissor. But you know, scissors are scissors, and so long as you only use it for your yarn, it will stay sharp for a very, very long time. All right, now, I was bad. This is the first time I've seen this set, I think. Now, I might have purchased them and given them away before, but it's been a long time since I've seen them. So it kind of makes me think that maybe I've not seen them before. But if you remember, correct me, okay? I don't mind being corrected. But anyway, I found a set of aluminum crochet hooks put out by Loops and Thread. Now, those of you that love aluminum because it's light, and those of you that are especially in tune with or love to use the boy style hook, there you go. Now, this set of hooks goes all the way from a D, which is a 3.25 millimeter, all the way out to a K, which is a 6.5 millimeter. And the thing I like about these is not only are they colored, but they also in the, well, you can see right back here. May not show up real well, but right here in this indentation, it also has the letter and the millimeter stamped right on there for you to look at. So that goes in there. Now, I'm really excited to share this next little purchase that I'm going to include in your bag this week or this month. This is a swatch ruler and needle gauge. Now, there are two pieces to it. Look at that, guys. This is your swatch gauge. In other words, you're going to make up your big old swatch, and then you're going to lay this so that you have a 4" by 4" just there in the middle, and that will tell you how many stitches you have going across and how many stitches you have to make your rows. And that will help you to determine if you're meeting the gauge, especially if you're making a wearable. Now, I know many of you do not like to swatch and probably do not swatch, but we're trying to help these youngins learn how to crochet and knit correctly, so there you go. Now, this little inner square here, it is really nice to help you with your, I believe this one's the one for the crochet hooks. Yes, the one on the inside here is to help you if you have those crochet hooks that have lost their sticker, or the, you know, their notation has rubbed off one reason or another. You can use this little one here on the inside to just stick your hook up in there. I'm going to take this, you know, you just stick it up there in the slot, and it will tell you which size hook you have there. Now, this one that has the holes around the side is for your knitting needles. So if you're a knitter, there you go, that will work as well. So that's going into this little makeshift bag at the moment. And of course, we can never, as far as I'm concerned, have too many stitch markers, especially these that we like to really work with and save our pretties just for looking. Okay? All right, so there you go. There's a little bag of those. And I ran across something at the dollar store the other day. It immediately made me think of this next purpose. They are so cute. Now, this is a little metal pencil box. Is that not cute? But folks, it is the right size to, well, my nails kind of make it hard to open it. I promise you it opened because I made sure there wasn't nothing in it. Oh, goodness mercy me. There we go. Well, that's the reason why it's supposed to come all apart. There you go. So it's the cutest little thing. Like I said, I love it because it's metal. My Grandma, all of her Notion boxes were metal. Some of them were like, you know, the little metal pill box that the lid slid up and down and everything. And she would even have some that were about this size that she kept a couple of extra stitch markers in, her hooks in, maybe even some thread, so that, or excuse me, yarn, so that she could put it in here, take it to the store, pull it out, and see if she needed to match it up. But I just saw this and thought, oh my goodness, this is just the cutest little thing, and really it would fit in any project bag, maybe a little backpack, even your purse if you wanted to. But there you go. So I have that there for you. All right, I got her back together. Okay, I also ran across the current issue of Crochet World. This is for autumn. Folks, it is packed full of, says 31 amazing autumn projects for fall stitching. There are blankets in here, there are hats, there are scarves, there's some home decor in here. I mean, it is chock full with a lot of wonderful, wonderful ideas of what you can do in crochet. Yes, there's placemats. There's even an amigurumi fox in here, folks. Now, I'm not going to show you everything. There is a beautiful cable duster. There's mittens. There's little plant and candy holders. There's just all sorts of things in here. So that will also be in the bag for you. Now it is time to get to the yummy, yummy, yummy stuff. So here we go. Now, with it being fall, it's kind of hard for me to get in the spirit of it because I'm down here in Florida, and folks, it just does not get cold enough, even crisp enough in the afternoons or early mornings to warrant having a nice shawl wrapped around you while you're drinking your coffee, you know, first thing in the morning, or sitting out with a nice warm beverage while you're waiting for the sun to go down and everything. But I do know that many of you are already experiencing the wonderful temperatures of fall. So I ran across a lot of loops and threads, facet, I believe is how it's pronounced, yarn. And I came across 3 colorways that I thought would make beautiful, beautiful scarves, perhaps an ear warmer to go with it, just whatever it is that tickles your fancy, so to speak. So let me show you the first colorway. This one is titled, let's see its color. Oh, poo, it only has a color number. Well, this first one is sparkly, so I do hope that you like sparkles. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that. Let's see if we can dig around in there just a little bit, see what else is in there. Isn't that beautiful? And as I said, it's got just that little bit of, what do they call it? Let's see, viscose, I think, that gives it the sparkle. There are 279 yards, or 256 meters. This is a 3.5 ounce or 100 gram skein. It is a medium 4-weight, but I tend to think that this is going to be more along the lines of a roving, because even though it may be a 4-weight there are a few strands in which it gets just a little bit thin. So I would consider this to be a roving yarn. You can machine wash it and lay it flat to dry, but you know, I've told you before, anything that I work up personally, unless it's a blanket, I tend to hand wash and lay it flat to let it dry, because once I put all that work into it, I don't want the wash machine squishing it and wringing it out and that kind of thing. But that's just me. Some of you may feel differently, but anyway, that's what I would suggest doing it. Yes. Oh, this is 99% acrylic and 1% polyester. Well, what about all these little sparkle pieces in here? That's got to be called something, don't you think? Anyway, like I said, there are 2 skeins here of 200 and let's just go ahead and say 80 yards. So that gives you 560 yards, which is plenty if you have the right design to make a beautiful, beautiful scarf. So that's the first colorway. Let me stick that in the bag here. Now, this second colorway, folks, I almost wanted to keep it for myself, but I bought it explicitly for whoever my winner is for this month. Look at this one. These are my colors, folks. All of the beautiful golds and greens, the burgundies, and that little bit of red. Just look at that. The brown tones in there too. I just, this is my colors, and again, it has the same specs as the other, except that it does not have any sparkle. So this is 100% acrylic, and again, it is calling itself a medium 4-way, but it still has that tendency to be a little thin, get thick, and then averages out. Folks, this is just so squishy and so soft, so it's going to feel really good up against your skin. And again, there's going to be about 560 yards because there are 2 skeins. Now, the last colorway that I chose on this kick of scarves is this beautiful, beautiful greens and blues. Look at that. Now, does that not just speak sun, shiny? Look, 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 look. Look at all that. I kind of consider that to be a teal or I don't know, and then those differing shades of browns and greens in there, and then that teal just makes it pop. I think that's beautiful. So again, there are 2 skeins of this one. Now, going off on a totally different tangent as far as colors are concerned, you know me, I love my Lion Brands mandala. And quite a while back, I'm going to say spring, early summer, I was able to snag 2 4-packs of this color that I'm getting ready to show you. Now, I've already broken into one of them because I've been slowly working on a project for a granddaughter. So, can't speak much about that because, anyway, you like to have surprises. So anyhow, but I still have a 4-pack that I will not be using. And so I thought anyone else that has little girls, or maybe even you might love this colorway. Now, this is just our regular mandala. The colorway I'm going to be sharing with you is Liger, L-I-G-E-R. I've never really looked at the name. This is a medium 3-way, but folks, yeah, I guess you could call it a 3-way. I've been using a H hook on it, and the stitch I'm using with it, it's just turning out gorgeous. But anyway, here is your colorway. I don't want to take it out of the pack, but there you go. There are some blues and pinks and purples and a little bit of cream in there. And I tell you what, folks, it is beautiful when you start working with it. Now, these are not my colors, but my granddaughters seem to love anything with pink or purple, so this kind of satisfies both of them, So anyway, I am not going to use all of this. So I thought, well, I'll just throw that in because I know that there's liable to be a grandma or a mommy or an aunt, or even someone who is just starting out who would love, this would make a great baby blanket. Now, I don't really want to take it out of the bag here. I want to try to keep it together as much as possible because, until it's ready to come out to be used and it's already sealed up, I'd like to keep it that way. But there are in each one, let me see if I can find the specs real quick for you. If I can turn this around to find it. Oh, here we go. Each skein has 590 yards or 540 meters. I keep calling it a skein. It's a cake. Y'all all know it's a cake. Each cake has 590 yards or 540 meters. This is a 5.3 ounce ball or 150 grams cake. It is 100% acrylic. Now you can wash it and dry it, or like I said, if it's me, I would much prefer to hand wash, lay it flat, and let it dry, but it's just going to depend on what you choose to make with it. But anyway, there you go. There's 4 of them. That makes over 2,000 yards. So think about that if you have the opportunity to win this. Like I said, it'll make something really, really nice, or several little things. You never know. So that's what I have for you for this month's giveaway. Now, I always like to ask you a question that you must answer to enter my giveaway. With this being the end of September, what I'm going to ask you is, what do you make with a pumpkin? What is your favorite thing to do with pumpkins? I mean, it is pumpkin season. So, do you make pies, cookies, pound cakes, or do you just use them to decorate your house? Do you turn them into jack-o'-lanterns? What do you do with a pumpkin? Share it with me, will you? And with all of those who enter. Now, you must answer the question in order to enter or to have your name pulled from the comment section when I get ready to throw it up there on that little comment picker, YouTube comment picker. So be sure that you answer the question for me. Again, be sure that you look at the rules in the description box. Be 18 years of age. And another biggie, be sure that you can accept packages from the United States. One more time, this runs from today, Tuesday, September the 24th, and will end at 5 o'clock on Monday, September the 30th. And then sometime after that, I will come up here and I will show you live the comment picker and who they choose. All right? I hope that you all take the opportunity to enter. If you're new, remember, take just a few moments to go and check out my channel. Push that little button to subscribe. Hit the bell with the notifications that has the hugs on the side so that you'll be eligible to enter. Thank you all again so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me on this YouTube journey. So until tomorrow, always remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light they need to see. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.